Good morning. Welcome to Workforce Skills with John Morris. How's everybody doing this morning? It's been a long weekend. It was 4 days in a workshop for me and my business partner. Boy, did we get an education this weekend. You know, it's one of those things that as time goes on, I realize I'm training my guys. I need training as well for myself. You know, I look at what I do on a day-to-day basis, and I've learned so much from trial and error. That's how we learn. It's as an infant, you know, we're not born successful. We're not born salespeople. We're not born to be part of the trade or whatever business we're in. We have to be taught, and we're always learning and always growing from this. And what I've realized is I'm tired of the trial and error. It's like I want to make things happen. So a few episodes ago, I talked about the Cardone Ventures. We went to the 9-figure boardroom and got a ton of education from that. That was end of June that we had done that. Since then, we've been to the Finance Essentials through Cardone Ventures. We just finished the 10X 360 on Thursday and Friday, and we did the Revenue Essentials on Saturday and Sunday. Information overload. Oh my goodness, I'm learning so much about the business and how to run a business, and I'm realizing now that I've worked too much in the business and I need to start working on the business. We've made a lot of changes as the last month and a half has gone on. And we're going to continue to make more changes. We're going to continue to make changes for the growth of our business. It's the growth of our business. You know, someone asked me one time, well, how big do you want to get? I thought about it for a minute. I said, I don't know. I'll let you know when I get there. I didn't know where there was. I now have a vision. I now know where I'm going to. And thanks to Cardone Ventures, it's the right place for me to be. It's what I need for this. I go in there and we all think we're pretty smart. We run our own businesses. We know what we're doing, but are we really that smart? Do we know what we're doing? Do we need educated? Can someone help us get to the next level? If you're a $5 million company trying to get to a $10 million company, are you going to take advice from the other companies around you that have never been there? Can you take advice from someone that's only running a $2 million company to guide you to get to 10 million? No, they've never been there. They don't know what it's like. They don't know the struggles. They don't know the break points. They don't know the lids that need to be popped to get to the next step. So going through this program with them, we've committed to doing a 10X 360. Obviously, there's a certain fee for everything. We just committed on Friday to start the onboarding process. This is where they're going to come in and dissect our business. They're going to help us over the next year get to where we need to be, and they're going to platform us to a point to where we know where we're going to be at 5 years, 10 years. What is the true potential of our business? What is the growth potential? I want to take that advice from somebody that's been at the level I want to get to. I can only get advice from people that have been there before. People that haven't been there don't understand it. They don't know what the struggles are. So that's why we have to look to them for advice and an education. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. I'm looking for the guidance of somebody else. And for me, always being at the top of my company, always being the leader of the company, the guy who signs everybody's paycheck, it's hard for me. And I realized this, I think it was Saturday morning when it hit home. The guy teaching the class, Jeremy, the workshop, what a smart guy. And what I took away, and it's has nothing to do with the education part of what we learned, but it was something that he said. Was we need to learn to be led and not to be a leader. And so I think that was my aha moment through this since we've joined with Cardone Ventures and the 10X 360. My aha moment was the fact that I need to look at them to let them lead me. And I need to be humble. Because I think sometimes I'm hard-headed. I think sometimes I don't need advice from other people. I think, I've got this. I can do it on my own. I can figure it out. But that's not the case right now. I'm looking at this as I need an education. I need to be led. Who's going to lead me to that next level? I can't do it on my own. And there's nobody around me that's been there to that level. So I need that mentorship. I need that guidance from them on how to run the business to get to that next level. The goal right now is to get to where I want to be in 5 years, to be one of the larger paint companies in Arizona. We're not the number one right now. There's about 10 ahead of us, as far as I can tell, as far as the numbers go. I want to be that number one. And then once we hit that plateau, where do we go from there? The goal is to go to the next city, the next state. We're covering Arizona. Let's get out of Arizona. Where's the next move? What's the next market that we can capture that's going to be the biggest bang for our buck? That's what we're looking for. How do we take this company that we've created, following the Cardone Ventures rules of how to run a business, and implement them to where we can hit that next level? For you guys out there that follow me as painters and you own a painting company, I never realized who the largest paint contractor in the United States was. Now I know. I know their net revenue is $350 million a year last year. That's what they did. Imagine a paint company in the United States doing $350 million in net revenue. I've never dreamed of such a thing. I was excited when I hit $1 million at one time many years ago. That was exciting. We're at a plateau now that we're stuck at. We've been stuck at the same number for 2 years. It's time to break that lid, is what we're going to do. And I know we can do it. I know I can do it with the right guidance. I know with the right partners around me, the right training around me, it's going to happen. So that's what we're looking at for our future. But in the meantime, I look at all the changes that we've made as a business. We've changed our training. We've changed our onboarding as we hire. If we hire anybody this week, between Monday and Friday, they'll go through our onboarding process next Monday. That's what we have in place for them. The changes we've made is I'm focused a lot more on the numbers. We're going to implement bonus structure for our employees, rolling that out the first of the year. You know, we got away from the residential side of the business years ago and strictly focused on the commercial and industrial. Now I'm looking back at, well, what about quick cash flow, the revenue that the residential side brings in? It's not a lot of revenue, but the cash flow's there, which helps the business. So trying to build the business, I have to look at it. Do I add more product or services? Well, it's hard to add more product, but what about more services? We do pressure washing when we paint a place. Well, can we offer driveway and sidewalk pressure washing? Can we pressure wash a property out here in Arizona, especially in the Phoenix area? We get monsoons, these huge dust storms coming through. I'm sure there's buildings that need rinsed off and they need cleaned. Can we offer that service? What about window cleaning? What can you add to your business that is more of a service, more services to increase revenue for your business? One thing I learned over the last 4 days is, what is my RPE, my revenue per employee? A lot of people don't know that. Do you know what your revenue per employee is right now? How do you figure that out? How do you get that number? And is it where you need to be to where you're profitable? And what percentage of that is a profit margin for you? You know, with our RPE, I want to make sure I've got a 25% profit margin on whatever's bringing in. That's the goal for our business. That's the goal for me as a painting contractor. And it doesn't matter what business you're in, you know, but also I have to look at my employees. And for you guys out there and gals that are painters, or you're just an employee for a company, does your company understand what it takes for you to be there? The true cost, the true value of what you're giving that company. You know, in our company, we don't pay for time. We pay for value. We pay for production. You're not getting paid to stand around. You're not getting paid to just be there and look pretty. We have a job to do. We have to be productive. We have to make a difference with our employees. As an employer, I want to make sure my employees trust me. I'm going to make sure I have full transparency with my employees so they understand the direction that we're taking this company. I want them to see the value in what they're a part of. If you can't provide value to your employees, you can't retain good employees. So what value as an owner of the company are you bringing to your employees? Why are they there? You have to start questioning yourself. Why do they stay with your company? Is it the trust that you bring? Is it the guarantee of a paycheck? Are they making the money they think they deserve? Or are they just there till the next best thing comes along? When do you become that next best thing? And you are the best thing, and they stay there with you for a very, very long time. We have that with a large amount of our employees. I've got a large group of employees that they've told me, this is the last place I'm ever going to work at. I want to stay here forever. I love the atmosphere, the camaraderie, the training, the value that they feel that they're given within the company. How do you become that company? How do you become that entity that people want to come work for you? We run an ad every week. Today's Monday. We ran an ad. We're going to get people coming in. But how do we get to a point to where we don't have to run an ad anymore? People want to come to us. I had a guy that came in and filled out an application last week, and I felt he wasn't a good fit for our company. I felt like he wasn't going to be that person that didn't have the right attitude. All he talked about was how good he was, how great he was, how he was the best painter at every company he ever worked at. And at the end, I told him, I go, I don't think this is going to work out. I don't think you're going to be a good fit for our company. I don't think you're coachable. I don't think you are going to bring the value that you say you can. And as he's walking out the door, he goes, you just let the next Michael Jordan go. And I looked at this guy and I said, you know what? If you were the next Michael Jordan of painting, you would have every paint company out there hunting you down and making an offer to you that you couldn't refuse. Until you are that person, you're not the next Michael Jordan. To put it in a sports analogy that people understand. Don't think that you have so much value that everybody wants you if you're going looking for a job. If you're that good, you're going to have headhunters coming after you to come work for them. That's how you got to look at it. So don't put yourself on a pedestal, think you're all that. You're really not. You got to come in and prove the value that you bring to the company. The value for that rookie player coming in has literally no value until you can show us what you can do. It's the same on any sports team. Your value isn't in that rookie year. Your value comes from what you produce in that rookie year. With any business, the value you produce is going to be proven within that first 30 to 90 days. Show them what you're capable of. Show them the value you bring so they want you. So when you do ask for a raise or it is time for more money, you get what you think you're worth. That's how you produce. And that's how you get the value back. What value do you bring to the organization that you're with? And are they going to take care of you and show you that you are valuable to them? That's how you have to look at it. Change your mindset. Change the way you look at every aspect within your daily activities, and you will see your life change. You'll see your life change financially, emotionally, and mentally. You can't go into something the same and expect a different result. I know it's kind of cliche, but the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It doesn't happen. You have to change what you're doing. You have to change your mindset. You have to change the direction of where you're going if it's not working. Right now, the direction of our company, we've plateaued the last 2 years, and we've struggled this year to break that plateau. The goal for us is somehow to break that. So what do we do different? Well, we're looking for a mentorship. That's what we've jumped on board with. That's the direction we're going. We're going to change our mindset. We're going to change the way we do things. They have a recipe, and we're going to follow that recipe. They have a recipe of helping 10,000 businesses before me that have been successful. Why would I not want to be a part of that? Why would I not want to jump on board with them when they have a proven track record? That's what I want. They've proven to me that they can do it. They've proven that there are more successful businesses out there, and they are more successful than me at a much, much higher number than I've ever been. Why would I not lean on them? Why would you not look for somebody better than you to learn from? We can always do more. And when you think you're the number one company out there, you're at the top of your game, there's always somebody else above you. There's always somebody bigger out there. You're never going to be the biggest unless you try and you learn from the next guy above you. Learn from somebody that's already been there. Same with in the field working, whatever the trade is, learn from the other guys that have been there before you. Even if you're going to a company and you have more experience than some of the guys on that crew that you're being put out there with, which is possible, learn from them. Learn the culture of the company. Learn the structure of the company, how it's being run, how they operate their business, and then show the value that you can bring to the table. You want to learn about your surroundings and change your mindset with what you're doing. Everything I do all day long is a mindset. And if it doesn't work, if I'm not happy with it, I have to change the way I'm thinking. I have to change the way I'm looking at a situation. Until we're willing to change, until we're willing to learn and become better, nothing's going to work out the way you want it to. When we do our onboarding process we did it this morning with 2 new people that came on board from last week. We don't talk about painting, how to brush, how to roll, how to spray. We talk about the structure of the day, of the job, the expectations. We talk about communication. We talk about working well with others. We talk about the transparency of our company, where we're at and where we're going. We teach them how to clock in and how to clock out. We teach them the core values of our company. What is the statement that our company brings? That's what we share with them. And we share with them about safety and that we want them to make it home safe to their family and friends and kids at the end of the day. So when we go through this onboarding process, they know more about our company in day one than somebody out there or other people, other companies do within 3 months of working for them, because you never learn anything. They hire you, okay, go out there and start painting, start working. And it's trial and error. We're done with the trial and error. It's now time to strategize and fix this and do it the right way, the way that works. And if somebody can show me a way that works, I'm going to take that advice. If they've been there before me, I'm going to take that advice. Same with a laborer, a worker, any trade, whether it's plumbing, framing, drywall, electric. Learn from the ones before you. Learn from somebody else that's been where you have not been at that moment. That's how we get better. That's how we're going to learn. I want to be at the top of my game. Now, my brain's mush from the last 4 days being in this workshop. It's definitely an education. And I have pages and pages of notes that I took. And sometimes it's not just what they're talking about. It's like because of what they're talking about, an idea popped in my head and I write it down. And now it's time to go back and implement all that. And that's what we're going to do this week. Now, on top of that, this week, I start my next class with St. Joseph the Worker. New students coming in. We're going to be running a class at our office and shop. And so I've got that Tuesday through Friday. So we do our life skills class with them, and then the hands-on training. Thing we're going to do different this time, their hands-on is actually going to be in the field on actual jobs. If you're in the Phoenix area and you need help and you're struggling, you need a job, reach out to us. We'll get you connected with St. Joseph the Worker. We'll put you in the vocational program. They help you out. They help you with tools. They guide you in the right place to go. If you want to be a painter or you don't know what you want to do, but you're looking to start a trade, we can help you guys with that. The opportunities are out there for you. You just have to be willing to take them. We're going to give you a hand up. This is not a handout. We're going to train you. We're going to teach you. We're going to give you a hand up. I want to help you have a better life. I want to show you how to make money. We offer this for a lot of people that come out of prison, off the streets, out of rehabs. You know, if this is something you need and you need guidance, they also help with housing. They have a 90-day program that covers your housing for you while you're working. Just have to have your own vehicle and a valid driver's license. We can help you. We can guide you. If you're out there and you've been struggling, you don't know where to go, what to do, contact us. We're going to put you in the right direction. Reach out to us and let us help you. That's what this is about. The workforce skills is learning how to be a better employee, learning how to be a better employer for you business owners out there. Learn how to take care of people, learn how to treat your employees and get better productivity out of them. That's the object. And you guys as employees, it's finding the right business to work for, the right company. But how do you show the value that you have? It's interesting how many guys out there think, oh, I'm the best. I don't need guidance. I don't need this. I see the trolls out there on some of the comments on some of the videos we post. You know, you think you're all that. Fine, you can be all that. But until then, you're never going to get better. You're never going to learn. You're never going to hit that next level that you want to be at. Until we can be humble and be open to training, to instructions, to learning from other people that have already been there, that's how it works. That's how we get better. That's how we improve on our situation, by hitting that next level. That's the goal. We all want to become better. Change that mindset. Mindset is everything. If you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to accomplish anything. You have to be in the right mode, the right mindset. You know, for me, you hear me say stay hungry a lot of times at the end of the podcast, because That for me, staying hungry is wanting more, wanting something bigger, wanting something better. That's something I believe in. And I'm trying to be in beast mode all the time. So those are a couple things that stand out to me. You know, being in beast mode, always pushing, always grinding, always moving faster, moving farther. You know, the shark mindset, always moving forward. If the shark goes backwards or stops swimming, it dies. It always has to move forward. Smell blood and always move forward. And be in that beast mode. Stay hungry all the time like the lion in the jungle. Those are 3 analogies I use all the time in my day-to-day life because I'm trying to better myself. And if I can keep that mindset, oh, the sky's the limit. We just don't stop. We keep moving forward. We keep pushing higher and higher and higher. That's the goal. Don't you want more? Don't you want something better? You know, a great speech can get you motivated, but if you don't have the right mindset, you can't do it. And how do you find that right mindset? You have to train yourself. You have to teach yourself. And maybe it's listening to podcasts or videos like this one. Maybe there's other ones out there that just, you need this to get you in the right frame of thinking. I need this. I need it from other business owners. I need it part of the Cardone Ventures that I'm connected with now. There's a whole group of people out there that I can lean on. There's a whole team out there that's going to help me get to that next level. Now, obviously, it costs a certain amount, and there is a fee for it. But when I look at the dollar amount, the value that it brings, oh, it's 10 times. We're going to 10 times everything that we invest in this, if not more. That's my goal. You are not going to stop me. I've got a new mindset. I am in beast mode, and I'm like that shark just moving forward. I can't go backwards. I can't stop. You have to keep moving forward. Now, you hear the saying sometimes, oh, you got to take 2 steps back to move 3 steps forward. I'm done doing that. It's time to just keep pushing forward. And in order to do that, it stops with the trial and error. It starts with having a team that's already been there before me, that's already done it, that I can rely on, that I can look at for help. It's an amazing adventure that we're on right now. And for you guys out there, the adventure starts today with you in your daily routine, your daily activities. Change that mindset to something positive. Change it to something more. Change it to a point to where you're ready to take on anything. You got to find a way to get rid of the negativity. We did that in our office by firing someone out of our office that was just toxic to our environment. Right now, the office atmosphere has changed in the last week since getting rid of this toxic person. It has changed to the point to where there is no toxicity, however you say that word. I'll get it out eventually, to where everybody's working together cohesively as one unit now. It's amazing the difference. There was a thick fog and air in the office that's not there right now. And the girls are working so well together in the front office. I love coming up there. I'll go up there once in a while and just sit and chat with them. It's fun being in there now. That's changed the whole atmosphere. That's what we want. And it's changing that mindset, that attitude. You have to have the mindset of, this is my job. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to make the best of it. And I'm going to grind. And I'm going to help this company build. And as the company builds, I can build my income. As the company's income increases, and there's guys out there, I see some of the comments you make on this saying, wow, no one wants to pay, the rich get richer. You know, quit thinking like that. You are the one that needs to change your mindset. You're the one stuck in the wrong mindset. Start changing the way you think, the way you look at everything. It's no different than the guy driving down the road that gets pissed off at somebody and flips him off every time he's angry because somebody did something wrong. Quit thinking like that. You don't know what that other person in that vehicle is dealing with. You don't know if he's rushing to get to the hospital because one of his kids got hurt or a family member's there. You don't know what everybody's going through. Worry about yourself. Focus on your mindset. Change the way you think, the way you act, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself for the better. That's the whole purpose of the workforce skills. It's changing who you are. It's changing yourself to become a better worker, a better employee, a better person, a better family member, better father, mother, whatever the case is. It's changing the way we look at everything, changing who we are. There are so many opportunities out there for you if you would just open your mind and look for them and be open-minded and start thinking positive. Positivity breeds positive situations. Negativity breeds negative situations. And it's going to bring it right to your doorstep. Don't you want to get rid of that? I don't want the negativity in my life. I want positive people, positive thinking, positive situations. And it starts with me being positive and thinking positive and having the right mindset. I can't come to work in a bad mood on Monday because of any reason. I can't show up to work and be pissed off and angry at everybody. I have to come in positive. I teach my superintendents as you go from one job to the next, if you had a bad situation on this job, you can't carry that over to the next job that you're checking on and take it out on the next employees there that had nothing to do with the previous situation. You deal with it, you move on. Yeah, there's going to be negative stuff you have to deal with, but if you can deal with it in a positive attitude, in a positive manner, it's going to change the outcome of that situation. Think positive. Focus on the positive. Oh, but John, you don't understand. Everything's falling apart around me. Everything's going back. Because you keep thinking about it. You keep talking about it. Find the one positive thing that happened. One thing we're changing in our office, we're doing team meetings every day. We're going to have a team meeting. And each department has to come up with something positive that happened the day before. Whether it's the office, whether it's the superintendents, whether it's the crew leaders, whether it's estimating. Each department, what went positive yesterday? What was one of your shining moments yesterday? Yeah, there's negative BS that's going to happen every day, but let's focus on the positive. And we're going to talk about that. What was your win from yesterday? When you guys listen to this podcast, and it drops every Thursday morning, when you listen to this, I want you to think about this week. Thursday morning, as you're listening to this, or whatever day you're listening to this, I want you to think about the previous week and find one win that you had. Oh, I can't find anything. Everything went wrong. No, something had to happen that went positive. Anything. Find that one thing. Force yourself to find it. There has to be one thing. And when you guys listen to this and you find that, I want you to reply to one of our shorts or this podcast or wherever you listen to it. I want you to give me your one positive thing. I want you to put it out there. I'm challenging everyone out there that listens to this to put this out there, to give me one positive thing that you had happen in your life this last week at work. There had to be one thing. We can all find something. Do that for me. And then continue with the rest of the week. Continue on the next project. And then the next day, find something from the day before. So the one thing I ask you, send me a message on whatever platform you listen to. Send me that positive thing that happened in your work week. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know that this is making a difference in your life. And I guarantee you there's going to be some of those trolls out there that do something stupid or comment something stupid on there. You know they're out there. And you know you're going to. And you guys can see the negativity and ignore it. Because I do. I just blow past them. I just laugh at half the crap that people put on there nowadays that's negative. It doesn't affect me, and it's not going to. If anything, it makes me want to try harder at this. It tells me there's people out there that need help. They're the ones that need help. Let's better ourselves. Change our mindset. Mindset is everything. You know, we want to make more money. Change your mindset. You want to have a better marriage? Change your mindset. Change how you're looking at your life. Change how you're looking at what you're dealing with. When you're looking at a situation and it's a bad situation and you want to blame everybody around you, take an inner look at yourself and say, what can I do differently to change this environment? What can I change the atmosphere here? That's what I'm doing at work. And that can work in any situation, at any level of any business, anywhere you work. Doesn't matter whether you work in a restaurant, whether you work in construction, farming, framing, in an office somewhere. You can change the mindset of everybody around you by changing your attitude first. Someone comes up to you, oh man, I can't believe they're doing it at this workplace. I hate this place. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I love working here. I think this is the best place I've ever worked at. And, you know, they take care of us and they provide free snacks in the lunchroom for us. Find the positive. Find that one thing. And you will see people start to change. And that person might look at you because all they know how to do is be negative. And I don't want to hang around you. You're too positive. I want to just sit in my negativity. Let them leave. Let them go somewhere else. You will start to see positive people start to hang around you, or you'll start to see the negative people start to focus on positive stuff, and it will change for you. That's an opportunity for you to change the environment around you. That's, as a worker, anywhere you can do that. In your personal life, in your work life. And for us business owners, you got to realize when you walk in a place, if you're stressed over bills, finances, landing the next job, whatever you're dealing with within the company, if you had a truck break down or guys not show up, you can't let your employees see the wear and tear it brings on you. The negativity. You can't go in there and just, oh man, I can't believe half these guys didn't show up today. It's Monday. They had the brown bottle flu and drank too much this weekend. And 3 guys had flat tires and didn't show up. Don't focus on that. Focus on the positive. Focus on the ones that show up. Hey, I'm glad you showed up to work today. We really need you, and we're really going to make some progress on this job today. We're going to get something done. Change the verbiage, change the mindset, change the attitude. That's what it takes to improve your business and improve the attitudes around you. If you own the business and you're looking around and, man, everybody's grumpy and cranky coming to work and no one likes to be here, then take an inner look at you and how the business is being run. Your employees are a reflection of you. I know the reflection that's in my office. I know the reflection within my company. And every day it's getting better. Every day it's getting stronger. Every day people are learning and becoming more proactive. They're becoming more productive. That's what we want. But also with that, they're getting more money. They're getting increases in pay. The other thing you have to do as an employer is let your employees know what it takes to get to the next level. How do they make more money? It's got to be structured. It's got to be written down. They have to understand it. You can't hire someone and just expect them to come on at 18, 20 bucks, 25 bucks an hour, whatever you're paying them, and not understand the next level or the structure of how to get to the next level. You need to explain to your employees so they understand it. And if you're working for a company that doesn't have this in writing, they don't have a structure in place, you don't understand how to grow within a company, ask them, how do I advance? What do I need to do to advance and make more money? Okay, if I do that, how much more can I make? What's the next level? How can I accomplish this? Make sure you understand this. We have to have direction. We have to have focus. And if you don't have direction, you don't know what the next level is, you don't know how to get there, you're never going to make it there. You're never going to be happy there. We have to have structure in what we're doing. There has to be a strategy. We hired 2 people today in our onboarding, and we explained as a painter, here's what you need to do. But we also gave them the instructions on how to get a raise from that and how to get to the next level and what the responsibilities of a crew leader are. They already know that next level. Now, when they become a crew leader and we get them to that level, they will now understand the next level. The next direction is either a superintendent or an estimator. That's the next position that they can move on to. That's the opportunity for them. We're going to make sure they understand the pay scale, they understand the structure of how to get there and what they have to do to accomplish to get there. And in each position, they're going to have to manage that position. They're going to have to become 100% efficient in that position to get a raise in that position. They're going to be aware of that. They know the structure. So if you're working for somebody or you're the employer that hires people, they don't know, you're never going to get anything better out of them. Why would they want to perform better? They don't know what the next level is. So how can you expect something more from somebody if they don't understand how to move up and how to get to the next level? How do you expect your kids to grow up in education and get to the next level, the next grade? They have to perform. They know what they have to accomplish that year in school to make it to the next grade. High school football. How do you make it from freshman to JV to varsity? You have to perform at a certain level. You have to get there. You have to know what the expectations are to get to that next level. That's how we improve. That's how we grow. That's how we grow our company. That's how you grow as an employee. That's how you make more money. You have to understand the structure, that you have to have a strategy. The 2 people we hired today, there's a strategy, there's structure. They know where they're going. They know what they're doing. Now it's up to them to perform at the level they said they could. The experience that they said, we expect that level, plus we're going to help get them to the next level once they come on board. And I want that if anybody's working for me, that down the road, if they decide to leave us, that they 100% understand everything we taught them and they're better for it as they move forward. I don't expect everybody to be with me forever. Everybody has different goals, different things they want out of life, and maybe working for my company isn't their final goal. Maybe they're moving out of state, moving somewhere else, doing something different. But I want them to take what they learned from our company and improve on it and become better and know that they're going to be an asset to the next company they go work for. I want my employees to be an asset, either to myself, to their families, to anything they do in life, even if it's going to another company. I want there to be value there. I want people to see the value that they took from our company and that we gave them. That's what I expect. And that's what you have to do out there. You have to show that you have value. I have to show my employees that there's a value for them working here. I'm going to show them the value that I'm going to give them. I'm going to show them the structure and what they can accomplish and what they can do within our company. That's the goal. That's why every single employee, we're going to be sitting down and we go over their PPFs, their personal, professional, and financial goals. I want to know what they want to accomplish. I want to know where they want to be in life so I can help them get there. That's the goal. How do you know what your employees want if you don't ask them? They have goals just like you do. Share your company goals with your employees. How do you expect to get there if they're not aligned with your goals? I have goals as a business where I want to go. I want my employees to know that so they can help me get there. I want to know their personal and professional and financial goals so I can help them get there. It works both ways. It's an ecosystem that we have to build, that we have to put together. We're creating an ecosystem within our company, with our people, where everybody knows what we're going through and what we're dealing with. That's how we improve. That's how we get better. That's how we advance in position in the company. We advance the growth of our business. How are you going to do it? Over the next couple of days, what are you going to do to change your situation? A lot of you out there, you don't know the structure of your company. You don't know the direction. Find out. And if they're not willing to share the direction of the company or the growth or what they're wanting or their goals, then they're probably not interested in yours. That makes it stagnant. It's not going to grow like it could. The more I know about my employees' goals, the more they know about our company goals, the more we grow together, the faster we can reach those goals, the faster we can shoot up that mountain and get to where we want to be. That's the object. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. If you want to improve, if you want to change your mindset. Change the direction you're going. Understand the structure of where you're at. Have a strategy with what you're doing. Find the value in the company you work for. Find the value in yourself. And make sure that your values, your goals align with your company's values and goals. And you will see a major change. A major switch will go off. You're going to have that aha moment, like, here it is. That's my aha moment. It's time to go. My aha moment Saturday was learning that I need to be led and stop being a leader going into this new program. They're giving me a recipe. I have to follow their recipe. If I take one ingredient out of the recipe, it doesn't work. You take one ingredient out of that cake, those cookies, whatever you're making, it doesn't work. It doesn't come out the same, the way you want it to. I am going to follow the recipe because they've been there before me. They've paved that trail that I'm walking on, and they know each step of the way what needs to happen. And I can say, no, I don't want to do that yet. I'm going to do it this way first. And why would I do it my way and figure out if it works, not knowing if it's going to work, when I can follow their path, knowing they've been there before me and it works? They can guarantee that it works. Why would I not follow that? I want consistency and I want a guarantee. And that's what I'm being given. And I'm going to take it. So find something for you that has a guarantee that's consistent. within a company that you can bring value to. They show value to you. Create that ecosystem that's going to work together, that everybody under that umbrella is in the same mindset, the same direction. Now, for some companies out there, for some of you in different places, it's not that way. And maybe you don't have the opportunity to go somewhere else and you're stuck there in your position. You're stuck there with that company right now. Then start to change yourself. Start to change your mindset and watch people around you start to change. If you're always positive, those negative people won't want to be around you. They'll disappear, or they'll get on board with you and start being positive. They'll start to realize how they've messed up and what they need to change in themselves. So as you guys go out there, I mean it sincerely. I'd love to hear from all you guys. If you can send me a message, let me know your win for this last week. If you're listening to this Thursday or Friday, let me know your win this week. If you listen to it next week after this airs, shoot me a message in one of our shorts or one of the platforms that you listen to us. I want to know what your win was. Share it with me. Maybe I'll talk about it on the next podcast about somebody's win out there. I want to know your win, what you did. My win right now is our company's on the right path. We're coming out of a hole. We're on the right path. I'm learning to be led by another organization that's going to help me get to the next level. That's my win. My win is our whole environment is changing within our company. The attitudes are changing. The atmosphere in the office is fun to be around with right now. That's what I want. Reach out to us. If you need help finding a place, if you need a job and you're in the Phoenix area, you don't know where to turn, reach out to us as well. We'll help get you in the right direction. We're going to get you on the right path to be where you need to be. We want to help you. It's a hand up, not a handout. You got to be one to work for it though. So once again, guys, thanks for joining me out here. I really appreciate you following us. Stay hungry. Have a good day.